Callum, 3 points on the road here at Needham Market. How do you assess that performance and result?
Exhausting, exhausted. Want to be really honest, and before I answer your question, I'm well aware I don't always say the right thing. I think it's a bit of a flaw of mine that I always just try and be really genuine and really authentic, and at times that leads me to not always say the right thing, or things that can come across as disrespectful. I don't intend to. It's something I need to be better at. It's just at times I feel like I've spent a lot of time trying to say the right thing and you end up saying the wrong thing. Wanted to pay tribute to our supporters that maybe I didn't give them the chance to enjoy the Hereford game last week, but I want to pay tribute to our supporters today that made a mammoth journey. It got further away and further away every time I put it in maps, and I was stunned at the following. They got right behind us. I understand when things aren't great for us that you attract a level of criticism. I think I've spent 3 years talking about unity and togetherness, and sometimes I need to make sure that I'm the architect of that and not assassinating that with things that I say that make it very, very difficult to be united together. So it's not something you come out and you apologise for. It comes from a good place, but I'm immensely passionate about my group of players, about the club and about the direction I want to go in, and I want to do that first. But yeah, there was a game on, and tough place to come. You've seen that. I think the league leaders before today won here 1-0. The team in second place beat these 1-0 at home. They're going to make it really difficult here, and it's competitive, and you just have to find a way to win. We haven't done that enough away from home. Talked about that on Tuesday night. That's where we need to improve, and why we are further away from the top of the league at the moment. It's just the away form. At home, fine, at times good, some really good results. Put the ball in the back of the net, 2s and 3s. Away from home, we haven't won enough games, and I think there's reasons for that, but it's important we start winning away, and I think it can be a great way to win with a late goal.
Talk about the late goal there. How important a moment do you feel that could be in maybe at the start of our season and the season as a whole?
Yeah, look, I can be driven by statistics and data, and I don't. Again, it's something that I've at times not put across the right way. We're better off points-wise at the same stage of the season than we were last season. Our issues lie away from home, that we've gone and lost by 3 goals at Spennymoor, 4 goals at Curzon Ashton. We've been beaten 1-0 at Darlington. There's been a disappointing return, but we've won the same amount of games away from home as we did in my first season here, where in the second half of the year we propelled. So probably about now, I remember we won at Boston and Spennymoor and Kidderminster, going back 2 seasons. We just need to improve on the road, and it's important. It's all well and good me talking about sticking together. I need to make sure the things I say promote that. I think we can have a really good season. I think we've got a group of players whose commitment today was absolutely phenomenal, because you have to go and mix it. It's never going to be a really attractive, free-flowing game of football, and we had to adapt. And we talked all week about it was going to be a set piece, and it's just always brilliant when Berkey scores. It always feels like 1.5 goals, and he deserves that, because he knows why. He knows why he deserves that. He's done well for us today. Just around those moments that I recognise we need to play better, and I think you saw that in the second half rather than the first half. If we can just turn some more points on the road, but we've been to some really tough places already, and that's where it's different. So really pleased and sort of determined to enjoy that away win.
And it's 6 points from the 3 games this week. How do you reflect on the week as a whole, looking back now?
Great reaction to a really disappointing performance, however long ago that was. Really good reaction at home. Tough place to go to Darlington, and it's important that I just want to clear the cloud away from the place. And it can be tough. I mean, it's a big club, it's an attractive job. I mean, this week it's one thing out of work managers sitting in the stand behind you. It's another getting agents and representatives to ring your club asking if there's a job ready. So I've seen it all this week, and that person has been named. What is important, easiest way to clear a cloud and disappointment is to win games. We've done that, 2 wins from 3. But it's also important with what I say, and that I promote that message of, we recognise there's things we can do better. I certainly recognise things I can do better. We really want to try and take off. Now, where do we take off? It's away from home. That needs to continue next week in the FA Trophy at Gainsborough. Then we need to go to Leamington with that game in hand, where, like I say, we can be in and around those playoff positions. We've got more points than we had this time last year. If we can improve the points tally away from home, I think you'll really see us climb that table. But it's all well and good saying that. We need to do that in terms of results, and we need to put performances on. But I'm really, really pleased for the players that have dug in, dealt with a bit of pressure, dealt with circumstances. But at some point, we can just look at numbers and go, okay, we're in and around where we were in my first year. A season that was curtailed in January, that was one of the most promising for the club. I think we're 2 points worse off. We're in and around those brackets. We're 1 result away. and everyone will have a different opinion about which result that is. But we need to start doing it away from home and start turning some good draws into wins, some disappointing performances, defeats into draws, and then ultimately improve that points tally. But for now, if we set off now, we might get back to Chester by the time we play games.